Hello everyone, welcome to Medi's World. In today's video, we are going to discuss about basic setup and configuration on D-Link DIR 825 router. For setting up the connectivity, we have to power on the D-Link router and we required one USB dongle or the hotspot. So let's power on the D-Link router first. So we have connected the power cable. We are just going to plug it. And once you plug it, you can able to see the light indications which are start coming on the router. So it took some time to get it stable. So as you see now, there are only 3 indications coming. One is for the power and other 2 indications are for the 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. So now we are going to connect the USB dongle with the router. So for doing so, you can able to see the USB port which is headed on the back side. So you have to connect that USB cable on that port. So once you connect it to the USB port, you can able to see the USB indication on the router also. Now we are going to connect the LAN cable with this router. So now we have connected the LAN cable also on the router, and now you can see the LAN indications coming on the port number 2 on which we have connected the LAN cable. So now let's move into the desktop. So once you completed the physical connectivity, let's move into the browser and open the default IP address of the router. So the default IP address for the D-Link router is 192.168.0.1. So once you type the default IP address in the browser, you get the login page of the D-Link router. So you have to put the username and password. So it is a pre-configured device, so that's why it is having a password configured in it. But the new device won't have the password, so you will directly get an initial configuration page in the new router. So I'm going to reset the complete router and reconfigure it using the initial configuration. So to reset the router, you can just simply put a pin into the reset button and keep on pressing until the router got rebooted. And other option, if you're able to log in into the router, you can go to the configuration and there is an option for factory reset default setting here. I'm going to show you through initial configuration how it works. So once you click on initial configuration, it will give you a wizard from where you can start setting up the router. So once you click on OK, it will reset the entire settings of the router. So once you click on into this, you can able to see the light indications are keep on changing and router is getting to the default setting and it got rebooted. So those all the indications will again start indicating, and the device will auto reboot after some time. So you can able to see the indications are keep on changing. So now router is getting reset with all the default configuration, and after few minutes it will came up. So now you can able to see that all the indications are stable. You can able to see the LAN indication, the USB indication, the Wi-Fi indications. So now you can able to see that router got the default configuration. The factory defaults are restored. So now you need to click on the next, but once you click on the next, it will check for the availability of the device. So once it check for the availability, it will give you a message, dear customer, it is the first time the device is turned on. Please configure the device in order to use the internet access. So once you click on the start, it will ask you for the language you need to configure on the router. So default language is English. Once you click on yes, there are 2 options to configure this router. You can directly go to advanced setting and you will directly redirecting to the page to configure the Wi-Fi settings and other settings. And if you click on continue, it will ask you for the connection method. Is it a wired connection, is it a Wi-Fi connection, or is it a 3G or LTE modem? So once you click on wired connection, it will ask you for the work mode. Is it a router or is it an access point? So once you click on the router and click next, it will ask for the connection type. So is it a dynamic IP address which is provided from the ISP? Is it a static IP, triple PoE connection, or triple PoE dual stack connection? So you can choose the connection type from here. And if you choose the connection type dynamic, there are 2 options to clone a MAC address. If you want to clone the MAC address of your device to this one, you can do it. And if you want to specify any VLAN, you can check this box. Once you click on the next button, it will ask you to configure the Wi-Fi network name for 2.4 gigahertz. Let's say we configure a Wi-Fi name home, and we just configure a password here. And if you want to enable the guest network for the 2.4 gigahertz, you can enable it. And if you want to specify the associated clients with the 2.4 guest network, you can specify from here. So once you specify it, you need to click on next. It will ask for the wireless network 5G configuration. So if you want to define for 5 gigahertz also, you can define it from 5 gigahertz also. In a similar way, you can enable the guest network also. So once you click on next, if you have any IPTV services provided by your ISP, you can configure it here. And if you have any other VoIP services also, you can enable this feature in the router. So now it is asking for the admin password. Once you put up the admin password, so we have configured the admin password here. Once we put up the admin password, it will be the password when you are re-logging into the router again. So once you click on next, it will show you the summary of the configuration which we have done right now. It will show you the Wi-Fi configuration which we have done. It will show you the IP address which we are getting right now, the device serial number, what are the model of the device. And if you want to save this configuration file, you simply have to click on save configuration file. So you will get all the settings which you have configured right now. It will automatically show you in the notepad. So once you click on apply, it will apply all the settings on the router. After applying the settings, it will check for the internet connection. So it won't show you via dynamic IPv4 because we are not connected any cable to the WAN port. We are connected via USB dongle right now. So you can able to find the USB modem, able to see it, check if any WAN cable is properly connected. From here, we just simply go to advanced setting. So click on advanced setting, it will move directly to the D-Link page. So from here you can able to see the modem which we have connected in USB modem. So you can able to see the information. The vendor is Huawei Mobiles and model it is showing here. So if you go to the summary part, in this you can able to see the model, what is the uptime of the router, okay, and other things. In WAN IPv4 you can able to see it is dynamic v4, but however the status is showing cable disconnected. So in LAN, what is the IP series currently configured? If the LAN port is connected, what is the duplex setting of it? Here you can able to see the Wi-Fi settings of 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. What is the name of the Wi-Fi? Is it a password protected or not? You can able to check from here. That's all for the today's video. Please subscribe and share.